The truth is, you are not who you think you are, and no thing is what you think it is. There is nothing that truly exists in the way it appears. I know that when you first think about this, it seems strange and ridiculous. You might bet your life that you feel alive, you feel like something is happening to you, to your affairs. You believe that you're going through certain circumstances, yet who is feeling this? Not you. Actually, you have no life. When you start to see everything in this light, you begin to truly feel what I am saying. In reality, you do not exist, you have no purpose, no spiritual development, and you need to achieve nothing. Think how free this makes you. You are completely free, nothing binds you, there is nothing that holds you up or down. You are absolute freedom. However, as soon as you start thinking, troubles begin. Thus, we return to the mind. While we talk about a mind that does not exist, you do not have a mind, but you do not believe me. If you believe me, you would awaken and be free. You tell yourself, of course this all sounds good, but I have a lot of troubles and problems. I lack many things. I am limited in many ways. I'm sick in general. My life is full of unnecessary junk. If you have all these problems right now, my friends, you are absolutely fine. You have no life as it appears. You have no purpose. You do not exist. You are absolute zero. Yet, you want to exist, don't you? You want to exist because you are afraid that if you discover you do not exist, you will go completely insane. Yet, if you truly discover that you do not exist, that will never happen. I do not mean the case when you just tell yourself, mind, I do not exist, because if you keep saying, I do not exist, while feeling the body of pain problems, you are deceiving yourself. We want to stop deceiving ourselves. But if you really know what you're talking about, if you understand that you do not exist at all, then you turn into omnipresence. If you do not exist, then being exists by itself. Absolute reality is being, but not the being we're used to. We are used to existence in the form of a shape. When we say here, something exists, we think it has a shape or should have one. While true being, real being has no shape, has no image, has no qualities as we know it, yet lives. But not the life we think, not the life we know. Life exists, a completely inexpressible being exists, the being you really are and always have been. There has never been a time when you were not it. However, words cannot describe this being. There are no words to describe it. Nevertheless, you are alive. You are not alive as a human being. You are not alive as things or objects, but you are alive as consciousness, pure consciousness. But can you somehow know this consciousness? Can you somehow discover this consciousness? Can you ever become this consciousness? Can you ever just be? Only when you let go of thoughts, only when you stop thinking, then reality will manifest itself. Reality will express itself. Reality will present itself. Only when there are no thoughts, no movement, no pressure, when there is absolute silence, then this true reality will manifest itself. It is beyond everything we can imagine. In this universe, there is nothing that can help you. There is no place to go to find this reality, to find this truth. There is no one who can truly give it to you. It comes at the most unexpected time. You can look out the window and time completely stops. This happens to most of us. We look out the window, we forget about ourselves, we forget about the environment around us. At this time, reality comes to us. But you return to your old space, where you think you are daydreaming, and you do not want to get caught in these daydreams. So you return to your old self, the one that is associated with problems, the one that is associated with the body, the one that is associated with the world and the universe. Nevertheless, I say that the universe does not exist, the world does not exist, you do not exist. Can many of us have experiences in which it becomes clear that we do not exist and that no one else exists either? Therefore, we can begin to understand that there's something else. This is good news, showing the way masters and sages can make so-called humanity feel good by explaining to people that death does not exist, explaining that you should not worry because you will never die. This relieves people of their burden. and you begin to understand that you will never die, the real you were never born, the real you do not exist. The real you is beyond feelings, beyond taste, touch, sight, hearing, and sensation. The real you is not even an observer or a witness. It is your witnesses. It is above the observers. It is something so magnificent, so beautiful, so great, so perfect. It is what we call God, and you are that. When you identify yourself with the material world, you deny your reality. The stronger the identification with the material world, the deeper you are sucked into this Maya, this illusion. It makes you believe that the things around you are real. It makes you believe in confusion, in human harmony, in unreality. When you abandon thinking, when you surrender the noise in your body, when you surrender your affairs, then you are at peace. If you immerse yourself in your affairs, in your so-called material life, then you live a completely different life, in a completely different world, which is called material. However, this material world does not exist. It has no validity. It is like a dream. Look at yourself. No matter how many times I've said this, you still believe that you are a personal self that must fight for survival. But this struggle is an illusion generated by the mind that seeks to preserve its fictitious reality. Let go of this striving. Allow yourself to dissolve into the silence of the present moment. And then you will discover that there is neither a fighter nor a struggle, nor anything to fight for. There is only pure awareness, infinite and unchanging. This awareness is your true nature, your authentic essence. Accept this, and you will find the freedom you never dared to dream of.